The purpose of this tutorial is to help the unit's representative understand how to fill out the Strategic Planning Report template. Each spring, the Office of Assessment, Accreditation, and Academic Program Planning emails Strategic Planning Report templates to non-academic units and selected academic units. The purpose of this template is to serve as a place for documenting assessment related to all components of a department's strategic plan. This includes strategic objectives and the associated measures, targets, findings, action plans, and action plan follow-ups. The department's representative is expected to provide the following information onto the template. Follow-ups to prior year action plans, findings for targets tied to the measures for institutional effectiveness objectives, how the results of the report were disseminated to stakeholders, new action plans for the upcoming academic year. In addition, these templates allow the user to revise various report components such as mission statement, the institutional effectiveness objectives, the measures and targets associated with institutional effectiveness objectives. The template is protected except in specific areas where a response or revision is needed. This protection is intended to A, protect the integrity of the original information on the template, and B, to help the user locate the areas in the document where input is desired. These unprotected areas can be used to enter simple text, paste various other types of documentation, such as images, spreadsheets, and text copied from Word and PDF documents. This tutorial will walk through the various sections of the report where this requested information can be provided by the user. This tutorial does not attempt to help define what a good strategic planning objective, measure, target, or action plan might look like for your specific department. If you need assistance defining these components, Jody Petazzoni, UNCG's liaison to the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on Colleges, is ready to consult with you. Jody can be reached at jepettaz@uncg.edu. First up is the mission statement section. Your unit's mission statement is the first item that may require attention. If the mission statement will remain in place as is, simply check the box next to no changes. If mission of the unit has changed, check the box next to if you modified this mission and enter the revised mission in the editable text area that says provide your revised mission statement here. Next is the follow-ups on action plans section. This section contains the action plans the unit was expected to execute during the academic year. An editable text area containing the words provide your action plan follow-up here is where you should follow up on the execution of the action plan. Provide information like did you execute the action plan, how did the execution go, and what were the results. Next is the section for additions, miscellaneous information, and other changes to the action plan follow-up section. In this optional section, the user is provided with an editable text area where other information regarding action plan follow-ups may be provided. For example, did you execute an action plan that wasn't listed in the action plan follow-up section? If so, here's a spot to list that action plan and its associated follow-up. Other miscellaneous information may be provided here as well. Up next is the strategic objectives section. In this section, the strategic objectives for the unit are listed. Each objective is followed by an associated measure and target used to illustrate the unit's results in achieving the objective. Take note of the matrix directly under each objective. This matrix contains 9 check boxes related to the areas of transformation and areas of strategic focus outlined in the UNCG Strategic Plan. You may check any number from 0 to all 9 of the check boxes. depending on what parts of the UNCG strategic plan this particular objective supports. More information about the UNCG strategic plan can be found at strategicplan.uncg.edu. The primary focus of this section is the findings section. Here, in the editable section containing the words, "Provide the findings for this measure target here," the user reports the findings, including data and analysis of the data, related to the measure and target for the objective. As in previous sections, the user has the option to provide revisions to the objective, the measure, and the target by clicking the checkbox next to the words, "If you modified this," and then entering the revision in the corresponding editable area. If no revisions are needed, simply check the box next to "No changes." Finally, at the bottom of each objective, measure, target set is an area called Activities. In this optional area, you may list activities you performed associated with this objective. Next is the section for additions, miscellaneous information, and other changes related to the strategic objectives section. In this optional section, the user is provided with an editable area where other information regarding strategic objectives may be provided. For example, did the program have a strategic objective, measure, target set that wasn't listed in the template? Here's the spot to list that objective, measure, target set, and its associated findings. Other miscellaneous information related to the strategic objectives section can be provided here as well. As we approach the bottom of the template, we see the dissemination of results section. In this section, the user shares how they shared the assessment results to stakeholders. Finally is the action plans section. In this last section of the report, the user shares what action plans they intend to execute in the upcoming academic year. You must include at least one action plan for the upcoming year. Thank you for reviewing this tutorial. If you have questions regarding the use of the template, please contact Scott Jones at wsjones2@uncg.edu. If you need assistance with defining your objectives, measures, targets, and action plans, please contact Jody Pedizzoni at jepettaz@uncg.edu.